Ready with the Jim Beam tail of the tape in the super middleweight division. CHRISTY 1-0, weighing 169 pounds from Warwick, Rhode Island. His opponent, Sergio Cabrera, 0-3-1, weighing 170 pounds from Somerville, Mass. For the official fighter introductions, let's set it down to Adam Palazzo.
This is the Jim Beam bout of the evening. This fight is scheduled for 4 rounds in the super middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 170 pounds, a veteran of 4 professional fights, hailing from Somerville, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen, Sergio Cabrera! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 169 pounds, with a professional record of 1 win and 0 losses, a U.S. veteran of 9 tours of duty, hailing from Warwick, Rhode Island, ladies and gentlemen, Zach Z-Man CHRISTY!
Straight up. Okay, Zach. Okay, Serge, we went over the rules of the wrestling. Right? It's a tough, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Keep it clean, guys, all right? Touch it up. Good luck. God bless.
Ready for this super middleweight battle between CHRISTY, wearing the blue trunks, coming out of the red corner with a record of 1-0. The 30-year-old had his pro debut here in September. Won in a unanimous decision fashion. His opponent, Sergio Cabrera from Somerville, Mass, 0-3-1. The 24-year-old is also a successful MMA fighter with a record of 2-0-1. Scott, as we start this fight here, you look at Cabrera on paper, 0-3-1, not the most exciting record. He is coming off a draw last Thursday, so 7 days ago he had a draw with tonight's co-feature, Paul Gonzalez, who's 7-4. Cabrera is the guy who will fight anybody, take on any contest. He fought here in September against Kerry Gray Pitts, one of the more heralded amateurs.
Nice straight right hand.
And he didn't back down. You see right now, he's ready to go.
Yeah, there's a certain tenacity comes with the MMA background, and sometimes it's not as smart as you think, but he's definitely game, and he's into boxing. He really enjoys it, and he's out here for the love of it, of course. So we'll see what that does. The lack of an amateur background can pay. That you just saw that real winging right hand, that kind of stuff. The more experienced background Zach has, I believe he has a very long amateur background. He boxed quite a bit. So that can pay big dividends for him in these rounds. But Sergio's definitely a game, and he's very, very tough.
CHRISTY again made his pro debut in September, won a unanimous decision against Saul Almeida. He is a amateur USA boxing champion, a guy who did 9 tours in Iraq in over 8.5 years.
God bless him for that. He has my thanks and gratitude.
CHRISTY, a guy who had trouble becoming a pro fighter because he was all over the country, all over the world, being deployed. He taught boxing to refugees and military members in Kuwait. A guy who's really been all over the world boxing, and now settling home here in Rhode Island out of Warwick, boxing against Sergio Cabrera, a guy who, again, unorthodox because he's a mixed martial arts fighter, but a guy who's going to come and he's going to bring it the entire time.
Don't say because. It's just, you know what? We'll just talk about that later on.
And now fear for my safety, having insulted my
broadcast
partner, Scott
Nice
Raymond,
uppercut by Sergio.
a mixed martial arts fighter here at CES.
And can box. Nice left hook by Sergio.
I like you as a broadcast partner. Let's keep it that way. Final 48 seconds go here in the opening round of a scheduled 4-round super middleweight bout. Again, CHRISTY in the blue shorts, Sergio Cabrera in the black.
I'm calling Parenti. I think you and I are boxing on the next CES event. Nice 1-2 with the short left hook by Zach.
Final seconds to go here in the opening round. Cabrera looking for the first win of a young boxing career. This is his 3rd fight in 3 months. He fought here in September again against Kerry Gray Pitts, and then Thursday against Paul Gonzalez. And it looks like he got hit with a low blow there and tried to back up. Looked at referee Joey Lupino, and he called the action to keep going on.
Well, in between rounds, hopefully we'll get to take a look at that and see what happened. Joey was definitely on the odd side of that. Might not have been able to see it.
End of round number 1. We're going to go here to Sergio Cabrera's corner. You're going to see Nick Drummond, another MMA fighter from Y Crew, come in the corner. you look at the guys that Sergio has fought, Scott, records of 3-0, 5-1, 1-0, and 7-4. That is a murderer's row of opponents' records for a young boxing, also a mixed martial arts fighter. Again, he's 2-0-1 in MMA. He's fought all 3 of his MMA fights for CES MMA. You called all 3 of those fights for MMA as well. An exciting fighter, whether he's boxing or doing MMA.
He's very tough, and he's very durable. He really enjoys the combat sports. You can see his boxing's already improved, and he just, he fought Paul Gonzalez to the draw. So he's making progress. He's having fun with it. He's making progress. So your hat has to tip to the young man.
Ready for round number 2 of a scheduled 4. Zach Christy once again in the blue trunks, Sergio Cabrera in the black trunks. Here from Twin River Casino in Lincoln, Rhode Island, I'm Pat Sullivan, my broadcast partner, Scott Sweet Dreams Ream, bringing you this bout courtesy of CES Boxing and Jimmy Birchfield Sr.'s Classic Entertainment and Sports.
Nice lead uppercut again by Sergio. Zach's looking to jump in, jump out with the jabs to the body.
Christy did a good job coming off the ropes there as well. Sergio backed him up. Christy punched right off the ropes.
Nice overhand right that was just a little short by Zach.
Cabrera with 19 rounds of boxing experience. You hear the corner for Christy asking him to counter that uppercut.
Now you can see where Zach Christy's a bit more elusive. He's slipping more. That's his boxing and his amateur boxing background. Definitely paying dividends right now. Sergio's more plodding and kind of throwing a little more bombs. But when those bombs land, man, you can see them really shake Zach up a little bit. Zach's definitely the more skilled boxer. Serge is as tough as nails.
Minute and a half to go here in round number 2. Cabrera controlling the center of the ring pretty well, Scott.
I was just thinking that to myself where, it seems to be he's setting the pace, Sergio's setting the pace, and Zach's content to counter-strike tonight.
And that's a dangerous game plan against a fighter like Cabrera who's going to throw a lot of punches, who's going to keep coming forward. If you're Christy and you're comfortable fighting the fight against the ropes, it may not be a very successful game plan.
Well, if somebody like Sergio can set that pace, you never know what a judge thinks. Who's carrying the fight? Who's the aggressor? Neither fighter looks too banged up. Neither fighter's got any swelling at the moment right now. It looks like a fairly even fight. It comes right down to perception, which way a judge sees a fight. And man, you did a nice right hand, a little short from Sergio.
And this is the type of fight, Scott, where I'm glad that we're up here in the broadcast booth and not sitting on those high chairs there as a judge, because these are tough fights to go either way with.
I wonder what it takes to be a judge. How many times you need to be dropped on your head sometimes.
Not that you had very many experiences with judges. Most of your fights ended in knockouts.
I don't like judges.
That's why you never let it go to them.
I would rather either. I don't want to go to a decision. I'd rather my opponent to finish me or me finish him. I can handle that. Nice job by Sergio flurrying it out at the end of that round.
Here we go, halfway through this 4-round bout. Zach Christy, Sergio Cabrera. Let's head into the corner here of Zach Christy and listen to his coach Victor Fagnet give some advice heading into the 3rd round.
Okay, that round was too close to call. That was too close to call. All right, you got to get this round. You need this round. You won the 1st round, 2nd round's dead even, probably. So you need this round, all right? You got to be a little bit busier. When you're inside, don't throw 1 or 2 punches, throw 3 or 4 punches, okay? No more 1 and 2 when you're inside. 3 and 4, all right? Hey, and step over and come back with 3 or 4 more. He's right there. He's right there. He's expecting you just to pull out without punching back. So step over and then punch again. All right?
There you have it, Scott. The advice from Coach Fagnet in the corner telling him to land a punch, step aside, and throw 3 or 4 more. You agree with that advice?
Absolutely. It was too close to call, and he said that. He said the 2nd round was too close. You got to stay busier. 1 and 2 punches are not going to do it. got to put 3 and 4 together, and I agree with him 100%.
Halfway through the fight, a 4-round bout between Zach Christie here in the blue trunks and Sergio Cabrera in the black trunks.
Cabrera, Sergio has that clubbing right hand. Now Zach just tried to flurry those short punches to the body. There wasn't much on them, but they're scoring.
Cabrera misses with a wild right, and Christie able to come back up top.
Nice uppercut. He's holding and throwing, though.
Yeah, now, Joey Lupino is a veteran ref. He's going to catch just about every trick, but that was pretty blatant by Cabrera. A little over 2 minutes to go here in round number 3. Cabrera again holding
Nice
in
double
center
left
of the
hook.
ring.
Zach doubling up the left hook like his corner asked for. No more throwing one, throw more than one. Nice job by Sergio finding distance on that leaping left hook.
And you can see, Scott, as Cabrera starts to walk in on his punches, you can see him move his shoulders and almost telegraph when he's going to start throwing.
There's no disguising much of what Sergio does. And when it lands, it's almost mesmerizing. You're like, big left hook by Sergio. That was all leather. I don't think Zach saw that coming.
Minute and a half to go here in round number 3. Again, center of the ring, Cabrera and Christie. You've been treated to some pretty nice fights here early on in this fight card, Scott.
Mike Parenti did a fantastic job. Nice left hook by Zach. Mike Parenti did a great job of matchmaking tonight for sure. Hopefully he'll take my email and make that fight that I requested.
No doubt about it, Scott. I will be in the broadcast booth and not in the ring with you ever for a boxing fight. 1 minute to go here in round number 3.
Zach complaining about his hair being messed up or something, I'm not sure. Nice uppercut by Zach. Again with the uppercut.
And this is the part here, Scott, where Christie has to be careful getting in that close with Cabrera. When he throws his punches, he puts his head down, and that crown of his head could come in and headbutt with Christie. 2 times in a row after those uppercuts, Christie followed it right into his shoulder.
It's true, but Christie did a great job of landing short right uppercuts while he was inside. If he can watch the headbutt, like you said, the accidental, he did land 2 beauty right uppercuts.
30 seconds to go.
Now Christie's working the body like his corner asked him to. Another short right uppercut followed by a left hook. Christie's now paying attention and doing what his corner asked, doing much better on the inside. Busier fighter on the inside. Nice job by Zach right now.
Good round here for Christie. Final 10 seconds to go in round 3 of 4. Cabrera now trying to apply the pressure. Christie does a great job of getting out of the corner there. Comes back with a nice short right hook.
Yeah, Sergio was trying to smother those punches. Zach did a great job with those short right uppercuts to end that round.
Here we go with the 4th and final round. You look here into the corner of Sergio Cabrera, and Nick Drummond, his coach here from my crew.
This round. You need to win this round.
Last round, touch him up. You guys are doing great, right? Last round.
Listen, go harder, all right? Hey, keep him at bay with the push. All right? See you, Sergio.
Ready for round number 4, Scott. Your thoughts and the advice there from Nick Drummond.
I actually like the idea that he said push off the chest and then throw it. Sergio he was kind of holding the back of the head, which of course is illegal, but to push off with that left hand to find his distance might work. Zach's been backing up all night, so if he can get him backing up maybe on his heels a little bit, that right hand could land. Nice advice.
An interesting round here for Zach Christie. Scorecards are going to be close right now, there's no doubt about it, but you have an opponent who's 0-3-1, who has nothing to lose here in this fight. He's going to let it all go, and as you heard from his corner, Nick, he's going to go for that big punch.
Yeah, you have to. You have no choice in the matter. Both fighters exchanged straight right hands, and it looked like Nick's right hand landed a big cleaner there. Nice straight right hand by Sergio, followed by a straight left on the way out that landed. The busier Nick gets, the more combinations he puts together. Sergio just quite can't keep up defensively.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the final round of a scheduled 4-round bout. Zach Christy, 1-0. Again, he won his pro debut in September.
There's a little headbutt right there.
Sergio Cabrera, 0-3-1, coming off a draw on Thursday.
Keep it going, Sergio. That's it.
Sergio's doing a really good job. Nice. He's doing a really good job of moving his head on the break, making Zach, if he hits, it's not flush. Nice job by Sergio on the right cross on the out. Sergio now trying to push off, trying to get Zach in the corner, trying to keep him standing still a little bit to throw these punches.
Referee Joe Lupino separates the two.
And tells Sergio to watch the pushing.
And you gotta love to see that. Lupino separates the two, and as soon as he puts his hands down, they're right back at each other.
Now there's the small pushes that Sergio's corner's asking for, and they're working a little bit. Zach's kind of getting smothered on those short punches, but he just spun Sergio around. Nice job. He spun him off the ropes and put a combination together. Landed a good short right hand, but he's staying busier.
40 seconds to go here in round number 4.
Zach definitely the more polished boxer. He needs to stay busy to finish this round. Needs to close this round out with a little more polish, a little more boom, just to secure the victory. Because right now it's pretty close.
It is pretty close, Scott.
Nice double left hook by Sergio.
What Christy's been able to do much better as he lands a right shot there. He's controlled the center of the ring much better in the last round and a half, 2 rounds. And that may play a difference in this fight. As you see now, Cabrera's forced to bully him back into the ropes. And Christy's doing a great job showing that he has the endurance right now to finish the fight.
Those little flurries can steal rounds for referees. Sergio coming back strong. Nice right hand by Sergio. Nice flurry by Zach. Great fight by both fighters. You know what? Sergio Cabrera might be 0-3, but he just took Zach and gave him 4 hard rounds.
Yeah, it's certainly hats off to Sergio Cabrera. In September, again, he fought Kyrie Great Pitts to a very, very close decision. Then he had a upset draw against Paul Gonzalez, and I call it an upset draw. It was in Paul Gonzalez's hometown, and Gonzalez is 7-4, who coincidentally enough is a co-feature tonight. And now he comes in here against Zach Christy and didn't back down for a single punch. On the other side, though, Scott, Christy took some punches in the first 2 rounds. It took a little bit to figure out Cabrera's style, which certainly is tough for a guy who's been boxing his whole life, who's been trained as a fundamental boxer, to go against somebody like Cabrera, who is going to come in there and just push the pace and throw a lot of punches, some of them wild. But Christy did a very good job of calming down in the middle rounds and was able to come back in the 3rd and 4th round.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit to Christy's corner. Christy's corner is the one that settled him down and said, hey, look, don't change what you do because of your opponent. You know, give me some more punches. Give me some, flurry out of these things. I think he did a great job. And again, you're talking about somebody, there's a big difference between amateurs and pros. Zach's got 1 pro fight. You're still in the embryo learning stage here. He's got a great corner and a great camp. He did listen. He did respond well. And let's see what the judges have to say about this one.
Certainly going to be close on the scorecards regardless. And 2 fights already so far tonight, Scott, that you wish weren't 4-round fights. You wish you got 2 more rounds of those to see what these fighters really are made of. I could have certainly watched another 6 minutes of this.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys really did very well. And I got to tell you, I love the heart of Sergio Cabrera. He just keeps coming, man. He picks up the boxing skills a little bit more. He could stop putting some more W's in his column.
Sergio Cabrera now has fought at CES Boxing 3 times and CES MMA 3 times. A lot of times you get an MMA fighter who comes over into boxing and doesn't have great success. And not that Cabrera has great success in a record being 0-3, perhaps 0-4, maybe 1-3. But the success he has is he's proven that he can be a boxer. He can come in here and he can fight with some good fighters like Christy. And that hats off to both fighters for a great contest here tonight. As we go to the scorecards, the judges' tallies are in, and we are going to hear from the man in the center of the ring, Adam Palazzo, with the official decision.
After 4 grueling rounds, we go to the scorecards. Judge Glenn Feldman scored the fight 38-38. Judge Robin Taylor scored the fight 38-38. Judge Peter Harry scored the fight 38-30 fight. This fight is a draw.